Hello humans, it's just Martine and welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. It's Memorial Day, isn't that right, Ernie? And my sister and I had a really fun morning out, got lunch, and we ended up going to a used bookstore where I got 2 books. I also got 3 books at a different used bookstore yesterday. They're downstairs, but I'll try to remember to show them to you later. But yesterday at the used bookstore, I was looking for a copy of The Grapes of Wrath because I'm starting a buddy read with some people on June 1st for that. And so I kind of wanted a physical copy because I did check it out from my library, but I just didn't want that time limit on it. They didn't have it at the bookstore yesterday, but they had it for $2 at this bookstore. So I snatched it up. And then this is just a classic that I've been wanting to read for a really long time. So I picked up my own copy because I saw the price. It does have like a tear on the front cover, but it was 79 cents. So I was like, yes, please. And I bought Jane Eyre. So that's where we're at. Are you ready to read, Ernie? Let's read. Wow, hello. It's actually me coming to tell you about the 3 books I got the other day, as promised, instead of putting it off for days and days and days. So 3 books here. As you can see, one of them is kind of chunky, and that's because I got The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss for a steal. I was like, I do kind of want to read this book one day, but I don't want to check it out for the library and feel the pressure to read this in a certain time span, so physical copy it is. I do that for a lot of books, so a lot of my own books are actually kind of huge, which is a problem, totally separate problem. Anyway, and then they had a BOGO sale on hardcovers, and it just so happened that I saw 2 hardcovers that I wanted. This is the 2nd and 4th book in a series, but from my understanding, this is not the kind of series that you necessarily have to read in order because they're Sherlock Holmes retellings. So it's from the Charlotte Holmes series, and I have read A Study in Charlotte, but now we have The Last of August and A Question of Holmes, which actually, although I cannot verify that this is the real signature, appears to be signed. So that's fun, and I'm excited to read these hopefully during Wonderthon because they're mysteries, and Team Giza is mystery thriller for our religion points, so this could be great. Unfortunately, neither one of my libraries has the 3rd book, so I'm definitely not going to be reading the 3rd book, just the 2nd and 4th, but that's life, baby. I also like how the 4th book is my team colors for Wonderthon, so I feel like that's extra good luck.
My friend nostalgia, I found you when I heard the sweet sound of the ones who I once knew so well. In a voice memo from years ago, we were laughing about some nonsense. Oh, how I miss those friends. Circumstances made it so that I'll never see their faces, except for on the internet, where I'll never really know what's going on behind their smiles. I mean, I guess I could check in once in a while, but those friends are growing up, and there's no time for us to pretend we'd stay in touch, 'cause everybody knows it will never be the same. We move on and people change. Yeah, those friends are growing up, and I wanna tell them the reason why I'll never get to see them, but clearly they don't need to know. Still on my phone, I'll look back at the pictures and I'll reminisce when I'm alone to keep myself from forgetting where we are.
books to talk to you about. We're gonna make it fun, funky, and fresh, but we're going to start by talking about the new Emily Henry book, Happy Place, because I did read it. In fact, read it the other day, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars. This book did indeed make my heart hurt. It was okay by the end, but it did hurt to read it. I didn't cry, and I wasn't like so hurt that I needed to give it a 5 stars, but it did hurt. It did give me a little ache in the heart. So there's that. This one, in case you're not aware, is Emily Henry's latest adult romance release, and it takes place at this like cabin this summer. It's not really a cabin, it's a very fancy house. Anyway, but where this group of friends went like every summer, college, and like through that, and now they're entering their like 30s, and they're going there for the last time because it's being sold. This one shows up and her ex-fiance is there, except she didn't actually tell any of her other friends that they broke up. So they're going to pretend to be together for this week, but they're not. And you can obviously see what happens there. So it's a second chance romance, that's the main trope. This is also like a lot to do with friends, the friend group. I really liked the friend group, and this book was hilarious, just like Emily Henry books usually are to me. So overall, I had a really, really fun time with that. Then I binge read 4 Magic Treehouse books in one night because I wanted to read the May picks while it was actually May and bump up my May numbers a little bit. I'm not gonna go into individual ratings here. If you really care that much, watch the live show, but you probably don't care that much. So, you know, I read them, just know that. Then on the last day of May, yesterday, I finished Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen, which I gave 4 stars, and I thought was so funny. It's about this really depressed lesbian, which seems like it wouldn't be a setup for a funny book, but just it made me laugh so hard to see some of the same thought patterns I've had about certain things. And also it gets really funny when you introduce the fact that she shows up at a church to try and get free therapy because that was what was advertised, and actually ends up getting a job posing as a Catholic to be the receptionist for them, and that was hysterical. So I really enjoyed this book. It was very, very dark, but also made me laugh a lot. So it was like the perfect mix for me. It was a bit disjointed, but in a way that I think made perfect sense for what this book I think was trying to achieve in sharing the feelings that this main character was having. So yeah, I just had a really good time with it, and it's like a fairly new release, so hooray. For the past couple nights, I've been listening to The Quarantine Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot because I used to listen to The Princess Diaries all the time growing up. My sister and I would listen to audiobooks while we fell asleep every night, so see, nothing has changed. And some of those used to be the Princess Diaries books. We were obsessed with them. They were so fun. And Meg Cabot wrote this book partially during the like height of lockdown and the pandemic, because she like started posting entries on her blog to be like, this is what Princess Mia would be feeling during these things. And then she turned it into a book. It's got a really preachy background on like how to handle the pandemic and views and stuff, which I was fine with. And all those things were generally things that I agreed with, but I just noticed that it was like very repetitive in that way and like a big push for that. So just know that going in, but I did have lots of fun listening to this, and I got through it pretty quickly, so it definitely held my attention even while I was falling asleep at night, and I'm glad that I gave it a read. But I'm giving it 3 stars because it just, like, I don't know, there wasn't much there, but what was there was fun. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense. And now it's June 1st, happy Pride Month, and Wonderathon is so close. I can taste it. We're like 2 days away, and I just want to start reading for it, and I can't, and that's driving me insane because I also don't want to get past 50% of a book right now because then I won't be able to count it for Wonderathon. So I'm just like holding myself back while I have all this energy to go after it, and it's just, you know, it's weird. Soon. It's Friday night, and I'm actually going to end this vlog here so I can start a vlog for Wonderathon because that starts at midnight, so in a couple hours. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. How are you? What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!